there were threats, did you go directly to the president, or was there another mechanism you used to communicate with the White House, either in the Clinton administration or the Bush administration, or both, I guess?
Well, I mean, my procedures would normally be to communicate first with the Attorney General. On many occasions, after that communication, we would go to the White House. If it was a national security issue, we would certainly see the National Security Advisor. In the last year that Janet Reno and I served together, we actually had a routine meeting with the National Security Advisor, I'd say probably every 2 or 3 weeks. We had another one with Secretary Albright probably once a month. And the purpose of those meetings was to discuss not just counterintelligence and counterterrorism matters, but even other Department of Justice issues that had national security implications. On some occasions, I would go directly to the National Security Advisor. I did not have an experience in either administration of going directly to the President on a matter.
We believe that Rob, as Donna's supervisor, is also responsible for Donna's failures. While the FBI at the same time permitted iOS to make significant decisions, often with little supervisory input, we at the Office of the Inspector General believe that as a supervisor, he should have ensured that she was handling the June 11th meeting appropriately and, if necessary, become involved with the planning or execution of the meeting. Although Donna often traveled to New York and to work on the Cole investigation, the June 11th meeting involved the CIA and an AUSA, which should have led to more supervisory involvement in the purpose, agenda, and outcome of the meeting. But Rob had little supervisory involvement with it, either before or after the meeting. In addition, although Donna drafted the electronic cable requesting the investigation of Khalid al-Mihdhar, the electronic cable was ultimately approved and sent by Rob. Therefore, we at the Office of the Inspector General believe he also bears some responsibility for failing to ensure that the appropriate precedent was used on the electronic cable. We do not fault Richard for his limited investigation, which was still in the nascent stages by the time of the September 11th attacks. As we described above, Richard took logical steps to try to locate Khalid al-Mihdhar and Nawaf Hazmi, such as completing a lookout for Khalid al-Mihdhar with the INS, requesting local criminal history checks, checking with New York hotels about Nawaf Hazmi and Khalid al-Mihdhar, and conducting commercial database checks on them. However, there were many more investigative steps that could have been pursued in New York and elsewhere had the investigation been assigned greater priority and had the FBI provided more resources to this investigation. The FBI was not close to locating Nawaf Hazmi and Khalid al-Mihdhar when they participated in the September 11 attacks. We believe that the FBI in New York should have assigned the matter more priority than it did. Mary was assigned by her CIA managers in May 2001 with finding and reviewing the CIA cables relating to the Malaysia meetings and their potential connection to the Cole attack. Mary did not find the relevant CIA cable traffic until late July and mid-August 2001. She told the Office of the Inspector General that she did not have time to focus on the assignment until then. Upon discovering on August 21st that Nawaf Hazmi and Khalid al-Mihdhar had traveled to the United States, she immediately passed this information to the FBI. We at the Office of the Inspector General recognize that the disparate pieces of information about the Malaysia meetings were not easy to connect, that the task of developing patterns from seemingly unrelated information was complex. Yet we questioned the amount of time that elapsed between Mary's assignment and her discovery of the important information. As we discussed previously, however, Mary's assignments were directed and controlled by her managers in the Counterterrorism Center. We therefore leave this issue to the CIA's Office of the Inspector General for its consideration. The Office of the Inspector General's conclusions are the following. In sum, we found individual and systematic failings in the FBI's handling of information regarding the Nawaf al-Hazmi and Khalid al-Mihdhar matter. The FBI had at least 5 opportunities to learn about their presence in the United States and to seek them and find them before September 11, 2001. Much of the cause for these lost opportunities involved systematic problems. We found information sharing problems between the CIA and the FBI and systemic problems within the FBI relating to counterterrorism investigations. The systemic problems included inadequate oversight and guidance provided to FBI detailees at the CIA, the FBI employees' lack of understanding of CIA procedures, the inconsistent documentation of intelligence information received informally by the FBI, the lack of priority given to counterterrorism investigations by the FBI before September 11th, the effect of the wall on FBI criminal investigations. Our review also found that the CIA did not provide information to the FBI about Nawaf al-Hazmi and Khalid al-Mihdhar when it should have, and we believe the CIA shares significant responsibility for the breakdown in the Nawaf al-Hazmi and Khalid al-Mihdhar case. However, the FBI also failed to fully exploit the information that was made available to them. In addition, the FBI did not assign sufficient priority to the investigation when it learned in August of 2001 that Nawaf al-Hazmi and Khalid al-Mihdhar were in the United States. While we do not know what would have happened had the FBI learned sooner or pursued its investigation more aggressively, the FBI lost several important opportunities to find Nawaf al-Hazmi and Khalid al-Mihdhar before the September 11, 2001 terrorist attacks.